First and foremost, how much have you thought about pizza this week?
Bro, sorry. From I got here, even my opponent, Alex Polizzi, we were queuing up after the weigh-ins and I was talking to someone about pizza and he was like, bro, I know we're fighting, but there's this place, Lou Mallory's, do this unreal deep dish pizza. And I was like, okay, so from the minute he said that, I went to one pizza and here we are. I just beat the number 5 ranked in the division and I've got some pizza and a full fat Pepsi. Life couldn't be better. I'm a simple man, I'm easily pleased.
What did you think overall? What did you think overall of your performance? Obviously, like you said, a pretty big win, number 5 guy, climbing up the rankings in a division that seems to need a new title challenger after tonight. Give me your thoughts on your performance.
Sorry.
No,
really talking about my mouth, sorry.
It's all good.
Bittersweet. I'm extremely happy. A lot of my parts of my game, the striking was crisp, was sharp. I felt good, but at the same time too, I made quite a few mistakes. Simple mistakes that I knew right away. As soon as I went for it, I was like, you fucked up, excuse my language. But I'm extremely happy, extremely tough, durable guy. It's only lost to Yoel Romero and Julius Anglicus, who at the time was, I think he was number 5 or number 6. He's an older legit competitor, so to beat that guy the way I did, obviously a few mistakes, and I could have done a lot better, but unanimous decision win. Had him hurt a few times. All in all, extremely happy, but plenty more to work on.
And we talked to you before the fight about how this was your first fight in the States, and you said you were excited to kind of take, it showed that Bellator was willing to invest in you and take the show on the road. For you, was there anything that came with that experience that you had to adjust to at all? Like, was it mentally or physically? Anything with the travel? Anything with just being somewhere that wasn't where you usually fight?
The hardest bit was staying away from the pizza. That was it. No, I'm only joking. No, to be honest, like my friend, my coach, or my teammate, my partner, my friend, both three, I'll tell you, like, I take all this in Australia. This for me is just, I relish this experience. I said in the interview during the week, it's like they get flown to Chicago, one of the most famous historical cities in the US, and to fight on the world's biggest motion like Bellator and beat the number 5 ranked guy. This is what I've wanted. This has been calling for. This for me was just, I'm aware of how big and the magnitude of the occasion, but this is what I wanted. This is everything I've been dreaming of the last 3-4 years. Do you know what I mean? So now I took it all in straight and I knew this is where I needed to be, where I want to be.
So what do you think is next for you? Do you think that you could slide in and fight Vadim next? Do you think with the win tonight?
I think if I had finished Alex, I probably could be talking for title contention, but realistically, call it like it is. Maybe the next fight against maybe Corey Anderson or Phil Davis. Maybe Phil Davis because he's coming off a loss. That would be, if I beat him in September Dublin, that's the number 1 contender fight. I beat that guy, that's me. I'm 5 wins in a row. I'm 4-0 now in Bellator. In those 4 fights, I've beat the number 6 at the time and number 5 ranked guy in those 2 fights. 3 fights in 9 months, beat 2 ranked guys. Keep winning. 1 more fight in September Dublin. Then after that, that's no more contender fight or title fight, definitely. That's what I think anyway. Thank you.
I'm just curious if you could comment on the late start and then having to fight after the main event. Does any of that matter to you?
No, it didn't make a difference. I mean, I was almost warmed up. I was warmed up and ready to go, but when they said they were putting you back, I was like, okay, get a chill out, have some more food, watch a couple of fights. Didn't change nothing for me. And Bellator, they looked after us and compensated us for us, so it didn't bother me at all.
Does sitting there and watching all those fights kind of get you amped up a little bit, or does that add to the stress?
Neither. I mean, those fights have no impact on my fights. The only fight that you get was when my teammate Richie Smallman was fighting. I got a bit nervous, but apart from that, now it's just like watching fights at home. I'm very easy going. I'm very relaxed. Nothing. It's very hard to get to me. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You said that if you that if you had gotten the finish, you would have had maybe a better negotiation stance to fight for the title next. Was your game plan going in to go for that finish, or were you just taking it moment by moment?
No, my game plan wasn't to look for the finish, but I know how tough and durable Alex is, and I thought after hurting him a few times I'll be able to create an opening for the finish. But Alex is extremely tough, extremely durable. He's the type of guy that if you look for the finish and try and put him away, you'll tire yourself out and he'll come into the fight and put it on you. So I had to be smart, pick my shots, and I thought the way I was fighting, I would have actually hurt him and been able to get him out of there. But fair play to him, he's extremely tough. Took some big shots and kept putting the pace on me. kept it forward. So, no, I knew that he was going to be there for the full 15 minutes. I was ready for a quick finish or 15 minutes.
Besides the toughness, was there anything that surprised you about your opponent or how the fight played out?
No. I was surprised. I was more surprised at how easily I made mistakes because I thought the fight was quite close. I was jumping for things, like jumping, try and get his back, try and get the choke. I rushed things, and that's not taking nothing away from Alex. He's a great competitor, but I think I gave him some openings back into the fight. I mean, I made things slightly easy for him with some parts of the fight, but yeah, nothing surprised me really. No.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Karl.
Finished?